What's up, everybody? It's Kyle, and whoa, I wanted to make a video updating on the second stimulus package being introduced. This is pretty incredible. The details of this proposal are pretty incredible. So on Friday, Senator Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, and Ed Markey, all Democrats, have introduced the Monthly Economic Crisis Support Act. Now, the details of this are fourfold. 1, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Do it though. Please, because I'm getting 40 likes from the last stimulus package update, and this one, if I don't get 80 likes on this video, I'm just gonna quit. So that's number 2. Number 3, subscribe if you have not done so already, and hit the notification bell. And number 4, follow me on Instagram because I post there pretty much daily, so you will get other aspects of my life as well. So okay, now we're going on. After you've done that, did you do that? Okay, if you haven't, then do it. But I'm gonna go on right now to the actual details of this second stimulus proposal being introduced, the Monthly Economic Crisis Support Act. So here are the details of the Monthly Economic Crisis Support Act. 1, everyone is eligible for a $2,000 monthly check if you make under, and you are an individual making under $100,000 per year. That is adjusted gross income, making under $100,000. If you are a head of a household, that means if you are just the one parent working and the wife doesn't work, or you're the primary worker and the head of the household, you're eligible if you make $150,000 or less. Now, if you are a joint couple, if you are a married couple and you file taxes jointly, as long as you make $200,000 or less adjusted gross income, you are eligible to receive $2,000 per month for up to 3 months after the pandemic comes to an end. Next, $2,000 per month for up to 3 children. So dependents, if you are having a dependent for up to 3 children. Now, if you do the math on this could equal $10,000 for a household with 3 children. Also, this would be retroactive to March. So say this wouldn't go into effect and it wouldn't be passed and you wouldn't get your first payment until July. Well, if you do the math backwards to July, it is a potential that you could get $10,000 check and then $2,000 per month, since it goes retroactive back to March. This also ensures that everyone would receive this regardless of whether you have a social security number or if you have even filed your taxes recently. This latest stimulus package could cost up to $10 trillion for the US government, all combined. So the Dems are pushing really hard for this, but it's not just up to them. The Democrats and the Republicans have to come together on some form of agreement with this, and it needs to gain the approval of both houses of Congress, as well as then be passed to President Donald Trump for his signature. So this is the first proposal that we have seen in the Senate. This is a good sign that things are moving toward a second stimulus. There's a lot of caution right now coming from everywhere, not just the Democrats with the reopening. Democrats are pushing for this, but there's gaining approval between the Republicans, the economists. A lot of more people are really cautious about this reopening. There's virus flares, there's if they reopen too quickly, there's a lot of really smart people that are telling us that there's going to be problems being had, and it looks like there's going to be some kind of second proposal because they're not going to be able to open up right away and everything's going to go back to normal. They're going very slowly, and they're cautioning to not go quickly. Now, with summer coming, it's going to be really hard, and they're going to have to put some rules into place. So I think that the second stimulus is going to be coming as a result of that. Now, a couple other things to mention about this. So the proposal is saying that when the pandemic ends, there is up to 3 months of stimulus money being able to come in. Now, who's to say when the pandemic ends? It's not when President Trump just declares this national emergency over. On the actual bill, and the actual bill, by the way, is below in the description. I've put a copy of that and a link to the copy of that below so that you can read it yourself if you'd like to. It's only a couple pages, but it's not when President Trump declares the national emergency over. It's actually when the Secretary of Health and Human Services determine this public health emergency is over. So that could last a lot longer than President Trump just declaring this national emergency over. So a couple more things about this proposal. This proposal is not able to be seized by debt collectors. So if debt collectors, you have outstanding bills, outstanding debts, and this money comes in, it's not able to be taken by these debt collectors before it gets to you. Another thing about this stimulus is that it's not considered taxable income. So you're not getting taxed on this the way you would that if you were to just make the money and get the income and have to pay out approximately like 30% or so. It's not being viewed as taxable income. So do I think that this is going to be passed? Do I think this is going to be a second stimulus? Based off of all the research I've done, I do believe that something will be passed, and something will be passed pretty shortly. I don't know if it's going to be this exact monthly crisis support act, because quite frankly, the details in this are pretty incredible. I mean, if everybody is able to get a $2,000 check, and heads of households and households with 3 children are able to get $10,000 a month, that's pretty incredible. And I think that's a lot of money. I don't think that's going to be passed. I think that it's going to be amendments to this. They're going to meet in the middle somewhere. I think that they're going to revise this proposal and have to pass something, because the only way that they're not going to pass anything is if the reopening is starting to happen and there's absolutely no rise in new cases, and there's not more new cases coming out, and the cases of the virus are steadily going down on a decline, because if there is flares up, they're going to have to put more restrictions into place, and we're going to be back in the same kind of predicament. And households that are living paycheck to paycheck are not going to be able to sustain themselves. People that are living paycheck to paycheck without jobs are not going to be able to have the necessities to be able to, to have the funds to purchase the necessities. So I do think that it's really going to be dependent on that. We'll keep an eye out on this. I think that there's going to be an amendment between this proposal and one that's gonna, the Republicans that are maybe not in favor of this happening, there's gonna be some kind of meet in the middle, but it's gonna happen soon, and we're not gonna open up right away. So keep an eye out on this. I'm gonna putting out new videos on this probably this week or early on in the next week. I do believe something will happen soon. So guys, please don't forget to smash the like button if you haven't done so already, and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, so you will get notifications every time I post a new video. And follow me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily. So thank you guys very much, and have a great day.